Welcome to the First and Worst podcast, where we discuss some of the hardest hitting questions in sports. I'm Mason Harding. To the right of me is
Dawson Engelbrecht.
And to the left, we've got
Rudy Potoshnik.
And today we'll be talking about some NBA basketball. How this works is we're going to start off with some different topics, and based on those categories, we're going to have our best and worst in each topic. And we're just going to do a little bit of a debate here, talk about why we do or do not like those things. And for those of you who might want to know like what's the best, we'll figure that out in the comments. Real quick, we're going to run to commercial and we'll be right back with our first category.
At the University of Central Missouri, we don't stop. We can't slow down because we're too busy making things happen. Accelerate your future with our top-ranked programs. Go beyond the limits because your potential is limitless. Jumpstart your career with personalized support. 95% of UCM undergrads find a job or begin grad school within 6 months of graduation. It's your future. Get in the fast lane because at UCM, red means go. Apply at ucmo.edu. Find undergraduate and graduate programs in Warrensburg, Lee Summit, and online.
Heroes Restaurant and Pub is a local legend that has been serving Warrensburg since 1981. Come enjoy one of our award-winning burgers or everybody's favorite, Heroes Onion Rings. Whether it's lunch or a night out with friends, satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering food and refreshing beverages. Check out our daily happy hour and nightly drink specials, and of course, the unknown hero. There is a great experience waiting for you at Heroes Restaurant and Pub, 107 West Pine Street in historic downtown Warrensburg.
Come on down to Bodie's on Pine and experience a Warrensburg staple. Need a break from the stress of papers and exams? We have dancing and live music from some of the hottest bands in the area. Want to showcase your hidden musical talents? We have karaoke with the $4 Wells every Wednesday night. We're open Wednesday through Saturday, 7 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Also come see us for all of your fraternity and sorority parties or socials or casual get-togethers. Bodie's has been a staple in Warrensburg since 1976. That's Bodie's at 126 West Pine Street in downtown Warrensburg.
The highest recognition for the highest performing student athlete, given to the top female and male student athlete for their impact on and off the playing field, from the top NCAA Division II athletic conference in the country. Follow your favorite teams all year long and tune in this June to see who takes home this prestigious honor. MIAA Ken B. Jones Award, presented by Summit Point Financial Group.
All right, and we are back from that commercial break. And I think our first topic of today, boys, is going to be logos. So let's start it here with the best logos. I want Rudy. Why don't you go first? What's your best logo in the NBA?
So, for prior knowledge on why I picked this, I really liked how most of the logos incorporated basketball, like in actual basketball in their logo. Some of them did it terribly. But some of them did it really cool, and now they're iconic. And I think that is why I chose Miami Heat. They got the flame ball going through the hoop. The hoop is very simplistic. It's just a ring, but it looks cool. It's like, it's so iconic, and it's just fires awesome. It's hot, looks good, and the logo's just smooth, stuck around forever. I really like it.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I would completely agree. I think the Miami Heat have a great logo. And like you said, incorporating the basketball into a flame going through the basket, it is a sick logo. It's recognizable, super nice, and the fact that they're the Heat with the fire looks sick. Yeah. I would completely agree.
It's just a clean logo. I don't really think there's much arguing with it.
Yeah, I don't think you can argue with that. Heat's got a good logo. What do you think?
Piggybacking off that, actually, I kind of went I chose the Dallas Mavericks logo.
Okay.
Going off the kind of fact that you put about the basketball being over there, like, and pretty much incorporated into every logo in some way, shape, or form. I personally picked this one because of how the Maverick kind of, I guess, fits itself into the logo and
it looks
in
good.
There,
it could be bad. Like I could see them messing this up, but
it
looks clean. I like
pretty
it.
clean to me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think so too. It's got a good color scheme. Maverick's got a good logo. I would completely agree. I don't think either of you had bad picks there. I think the thing is, I think the NBA there's a lot of good logos in the NBA. It's like this was kind of a tough decision for me.
Oh yeah,
and
out of any of the sports we're doing, NBA has the best
and
logos. I was going through all of them, and I was just like, this is hard.
Not
like,
to mention it, and it's
so
mainly hard because like 95% of the logos have some sort of basketball incorporated in it. So it's like no.
You really just got to pick the best basketball, which What is your
For me,
best logo?
I went with the Boston Celtics. I don't think you can argue how timeless and classic the Celtics logo is. Not only that, they've got like the little. I assume he's like an Irish like
Leprechaun-ish.
Yeah, like
Leprechaun
leprechaun
type
kind of
thing?
vibe. Yeah. But with the basketball, and I think he's got a
the
cane and
basketball.
stuff. Dude goes hard.
Yep.
They put a nice little circle around it. It's super clean logo.
It is.
Hey, you can't forget
It's-
about the pipe though.
Say that again.
The pipe in the
Oh,
logo.
yeah, he's got the pipe
He's got
in the
little pipe,
mouth.
dude. It's
Swag,
a
so much
great logo.
swag.
Boston Celtics are great, super recognizable, green color scheme with the the Celtic vibe. It's all. I think it all goes hand in hand, and I think it's a great logo.
Yeah.
It's killer.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a Celtics fan, like I would rock a Celtics jersey.
Seriously, the
just 'cause it's
Leprechaun
cool.
could be its own like hype brand.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Stuff.
for real.
Yeah,
for
and
real.
like with the whole like I guess the history behind the team.
Oh yeah,
kinda
yeah. They're like one of the oldest teams in the NBA. They're usually a pretty solid team.
Yeah.
Like historically, so I think you can't argue with Boston Celtics being one of the better logos. But yeah, those are the best. What about the worst? Dawson, why don't you go first on this one? What's
For
your
the worst logo, I had the Washington Wizards logo because
Yeah, that's
I mean, their current one is just like we kind of alluded to earlier, just the basketball with a star in the middle. It doesn't really I don't see really any Wizards type deal in
Yeah,
it. Whereas the old logo, their like older throwback logo kind of had the wizard
Right,
like
right.
like shooting the ball and whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I personally, if I were them, I would have stuck with the old logo.
Sure.
But like, yeah.
Yeah, I think what makes this one not so good is just because there's so much potential. Like the Wizards, that's a cool mascot, and to not incorporate that in the logo that
Yeah.
well, like just the star, like I don't know. To me, it's pretty lame.
The star is the only thing paying homage
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Wizards, but if you look at it, I was just paying attention to it. The building in the middle is that.
The Washington Monument.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that
right,
tall
right.
building in Washington, and so I guess
See,
they
yeah,
got
yeah.
that. That looks cool. I love the colors on this one. But yeah, I was looking at this one for my worst too, just
Yeah.
because you can do so much cool stuff
That's
with
what I'm
Wizards.
saying.
Wizards are
Yeah,
sick.
yeah. I think
They're
I think
awesome.
what they did is it's not a bad logo per se, but like we said, the amount of potential you have for being the Washington Wizards, you could have had a really sick
Yeah.
logo, and they just fumbled the bag on that one
Yeah.
and made something that's just
Yeah.
okay.
I agree.
What about
So-
you, Rudy? What did you get as your worst?
Okay, so my worst is the Nets, Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
If you look at all of them, I had to choose between just the basic basketball ones, and this one is a basketball.
Yeah.
With a B on it.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's
rough.
like they're not even trying. If you, especially compared to all of the others, it is like they don't want to look cool or be memorable or anything. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
basic colors.
And like you're getting into, I
Brooklyn.
see Nets, but the B could literally mean anything.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. And the Nets is not even a cool, like,
Yeah.
like what the Nets.
Are
Really,
you
dude?
basketball
Like, yeah,
themed?
it's
or-
like, yeah, exactly.
Everyone's
Could you get
got
any
like
more
some kind
generic?
of history. Are you basketball themed? Are you net
Yeah.
themed? That's
we are
weird.
the Nets. We are literally the Nets.
Is there any?
like,
Do you
what?
guys know if there's any meaning behind like the shield type?
no,
Aspect
I didn't
surrounding it?
see anything
Yeah,
on
I,
that
I,
part.
I don't know. It's it's
Yeah.
probably just some. I have no idea. There could be. Maybe there's some deep meaning that we just don't get.
Yeah.
But
Maybe we're putting
yeah, or
too
maybe
much
we're just like
shame on it.
semi-basketball
Yeah.
fans. But for semi-basketball fans, the logo
Yeah,
and a design
exactly.
aspect,
Yeah.
not great.
For
not
your
great.
basic basketball fan, this is not fun
Not
to
a
look
great
at.
logo.
Yeah.
But what is
Yeah.
your worst?
So I went with the Sacramento Kings on this one,
Okay.
just because it's literally it just says like Sacramento Kings with a purple crown above
Yeah.
it. Like
You
couldn't
could do
get-
so much more
Well,
with
exactly,
it.
exactly. Same thing. I would agree. Kind of like with the
Wizards.
The Wizards. It's like you could probably have a really sick logo being the Kings. Like it's not an awful mascot or a
Yeah,
team-
and
team
like
name, but it
with
just-
the like mascot aspect of it, like if I were to like be playing a team like called the Kings and like saw like just like the whole like royal thing
Right,
like,
right.
as like a mascot entrance,
Yeah.
I would be like really intimidated.
See,
for
like I
sure.
also think what's funny is like their color. They're like a purple. Purple's like their main color.
Yeah.
And the crown is purple. To me, yellow is like a perfect color. Yellow goes perfect with purple. So why would they not make the crown yellow like gold?
Yeah, that's
and the
like
text
royalty.
Purple. Yeah,
Purple
exactly.
and
Purple
gold
and gold
looks
like,
awesome.
Yeah, like tell me that.
You're
would
right.
be
They
sick.
could have done
Yeah.
something
Like-
cool that maybe because Lakers kind of interferes with that.
Right. And
but
it's very possible that they're like, these are the two specific colors you're allowed to use.
Yeah.
Like, it's very possible.
That's true.
So that, I mean, that could make sense for that, but I just think that there's a lot of potential for that. Like, why didn't you make like the logo like the head of a king with a big crown on it?
Exactly.
That would be sick. That would be sick.
I don't even think it looks like a crown. I thought it was like mountains related.
See,
like,
that's the thing.
It was like mountains.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like,
Just
what?
like-
Yeah,
I don't know what
It's
part
just
of crown
alright.
you're trying to get in here,
Yeah.
but
All right, let's
Just
move
not
on
good.
to jerseys
do
because
it.
I'm very passionate about these jerseys. NBA has like the coolest jerseys to me. And so I'm going to start off with my best. I said the Brooklyn Nets City Edition uniform.
Okay.
And that's because it has this super like rugged look, like with like the drawing almost
Yeah,
like
yeah.
crayons, like
Yeah, kind of like.
but it
chalky,
looks
isn't
so
like
clean
the
with
color
the
scheme down the
side.
side.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It looks
I
like
saw
those
that.
melted crayon like
Yeah,
trend you used to do
yeah.
in the like 2010s, like early.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're talking about. I know
It,
exactly what
I don't
yours
know.
is.
It just look everything about
It
it
looks
looks
like
so
they just
sick
got
to
their
me.
kids to just like, here's the side of the jersey, go ahead and
Yeah, but it's like
whatever
it's
you
like
want with
it's so like put together. Like they really thought about it, and it's
Yeah, it
just
is a good jersey.
clean. Like it's just
Yeah.
clean if you look at it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like it a
yeah.
lot.
I definitely those are solid. I remember watching some games where they were wearing those, and those are chill. And they're like you said, it's a little different because the text is kind of like hand scribbled, like
Mhm.
trying to be like whenever they made the city jerseys, like trying to make them more like urban, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know, but less formal, I guess. So it's
Yeah.
kind of cool, like artsy, I guess.
Aren't they
artistic.
trying to like kind of go back to the old like it's like history of the city or whatever?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Like
I think
that.
that's the whole thing. So I
Yeah.
guess for Brooklyn, that is, urban would be like your
Yeah,
throwback type
exactly.
stuff, but like
yeah.
other teams would be a
I
little
think it
different
fits
vibe.
Brooklyn perfectly.
Yeah. I would agree. I think it fits. I think it fits the team really well.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Dawson? What's your best?
Well, I did the I guess there's some sort of throwback, but I did the Mavs white and gold jerseys.
Big
Oh,
Mavs
nice.
fan, huh?
Nice.
I guess just the color scheme or the white and gold just kind of popped out to me, and then the whole like not just that, but the logo in gold and like how
it's pretty. It's shiny.
it's
That's cool.
something about it just had me like
Yeah, I think that's cool. Also because they're not white, their colors aren't white and gold. That's completely
Yes,
different. I always think
exactly.
it's sick whenever they
Mhm.
pull like a team pulls off a completely different color scheme for even if it's like for a game or two. Like when the NFL does that when they throw
I
the
love it.
different
It's my
jerseys.
favorite thing.
I think it's sick. Yeah. It just changes it up, makes
Yep.
it different colors, different all around vibe. So.
what about you,
Yeah.
Mason?
For
what's
me,
your-
I just went with to me the Los Angeles Lakers, the regular yellow with the purple text. The reason I chose this, I actually dislike the Lakers a lot. I'm not a big Lakers guy at all, but you're telling me that that's not the most iconic jersey in the NBA?
yeah, like the
just
history behind
the
it
history
too.
behind the Lakers jersey, purple and gold. Like I was saying earlier, the purple and gold fit perfectly. It's the colors of royalty and stuff. What is a Laker? I couldn't tell you, but they got great jerseys. They
Yeah.
stand out. Nice
the
colors.
most iconic, in my
Exactly,
opinion.
absolutely.
Just-
the yellow ones are just crazy.
I used to say when I was a kid, I didn't even watch the NBA. I would say I'm a Lakers fan. 'Cause
Right.
I just thought it all looked cool,
It
and I
just
would
is
see
cool.
it so much.
yeah.
I-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going back to like in your point like about the color scheme and stuff. I was going to I think I was originally looking at the jerseys. I was gonna do the Lakers like City Connect jerseys
Oh,
that
yeah,
are
yeah,
just the black with
Uh-huh.
like the LA
Yeah.
like around it like in a
Yeah,
triangle
those
type
ones are
form.
cool too, actually.
But like something about it just I guess seemed a little even though it seemed like pretty dope jersey, I was like, you can't go wrong with purple.
Yeah,
right,
you
exactly.
can't.
Yeah, just the classic, clean, regular Lakers jersey. And when was the last time? I mean, they change them a little bit every year, but even if you looked at an old school one, notice how they're pretty much the same exact jersey because they're that iconic.
There's
Like,
no
they're just-
need to change
You don't
it.
need to change it. They killed it in the beginning.
They're gonna make people mad if they do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
great.
That would be why I chose it as the best. Not a Lakers guy, but the jerseys are just iconic. They're
Mhm.
sick. So
So-
what about worst? What do you think's your worst, Rudy?
Well, Mason, I want to ask you what your
Okay.
worst is because I'm actually looking at it right now, and I need you to tell everybody here what it is because it's making me mad.
You like this one
This was what I put at first for my best.
as your
jersey.
best? The Timberwolves City.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, worst. I've got Minnesota Timberwolves City jerseys. I don't like this one at all. I hate this one.
Oh no, Mason!
I think it's so
Look at
ugly.
it.
No,
Okay,
it's
I like
so
the-
ugly. It's boring. It's boring.
Like
It's
I don't know if
boring.
you guys saw it, but like earlier this year they came out with like a different aspect of it, but it was wolves outlined in like pink across
that's kinda-
it was
yeah.
like the dark jersey, but it was
Yeah.
outlined in like
Yeah, I think that was on the same list that I was looking at, and that one was
Yeah.
sick. That one was actually really cool. But this one specifically, not a fan. Like, it's just got like a square in the middle with a couple of different colors.
Okay.
Like, tell me, dude, that's lame.
It doesn't need
It's
to
lame.
be a wolf related
It's
in
lame.
this case because it's a city uniform.
I get that, but it's
yeah,
still
looks
lame.
so,
you could do
it looks so
it's
like
the city of
clean.
It's like it's Minnesota though.
They
You could
put
do
every
so
color
much.
on it.
You could
the
do
little
s-
color blocking. Dawson, please see where I'm coming from.
could
I
do
love
s-
this jersey. I don't know how you can look at it and be like, take that off.
But you could do
It's, like,
so much
bougie.
more with it.
It's
just a white
bougie.
jersey with
What
it's
do you
just
want a wolf on there? Is that what you want?
No, I
Wolves
don't
are
say you
cool.
don't
What
need
about
to. You don't need a wolf necessarily, but you could do so much more than just
It's
a
just
wolf,
ugly.
than
Don't
just
like
a
it.
couple colored lines in Minnesota.
Exactly. It says Minnesota with a square with a couple of different colored blocks in it. Just not a fan.
It reminds me of like
Like Gucci.
tennis jersey.
Rudy, honestly too, I think yours are pretty clean. So you want to go ahead and tell everybody what your worst
well,
jerseys
my
are?
worst is I thought this might be a hot take, but it looks like if a kid designed, like a kid had a lot of time to design a jersey for themselves.
Yeah.
And they're like, this looks awesome, and then they came up with the Vancouver Grizzlies city.
Oh yeah, that.
Or no, these aren't cities. Sorry, we just have a lot of city jerseys. These are 1995,
Like their alternate or
99
whatever?
Grizzlies. Just weird.
I'm
Like
actually not too familiar. Can you flip that
symbols.
laptop? Let me
Yeah,
see that
I'll
really
look at it.
quick.
It's got weird symbols on it.
Oh, you don't like that one? What?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's one of the best. I love
it-
that one.
It's like
Yo,
the
that goes hard.
Grizzlies logo looks like a YouTube like banner
Dude,
for like
it's
an
sick.
8-year-old. Like
Okay, so you're telling me that the 99 Grizzlies is worse than the Timberwolves city?
oh, see,
my
I knew
God,
you guys
ew.
would say something.
No,
about
at least
this.
the blue's different because once again, that's not their normal color. That's not the. That's
But
not the
this is
Grizzlies'
a
normal
corny
color.
color.
No, it goes hard. I think it's sick.
The
It
teal.
stands out.
I never liked the teal. And
Oh man.
it just looks like they just like tried to do something cool and different, but they didn't put much
It
thought
makes
into it.
it starts to make sense once you see their alternate like logo, but
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
that is true. It matches that logo pretty good.
I don't know. I think
hot
something
take,
about it
Rudy,
looks
hot
very
take.
childish to me. I think
I
it's the
don't
colors
know.
mixed with the Grizzlies like deep 3D
Yeah.
excursion
hear
from
you.
the letters. It's I don't know. Sorry,
I hear
hot
you.
take.
Hey, that's
but
all right. Hot take, but that's all right. What about you, Dawson?
I
What's
mean,
your
I did
worst?
the Milwaukee. I don't know if they use these as city jerseys, but they're the Milwaukee Bucks blue jerseys.
Yeah, flip that.
Very
Let me see that one
boring.
too. Oh yeah, that's pretty
It-
awful.
and like
That's
with
not
the
good.
whole with the whole like color scheme, like blue
Yeah, light blue with
Milwaukee,
the dark
like
blue. It's
they're
kinda odd.
already green, black,
Yeah.
and like white and
Yeah.
like cream. I don't see
Yeah.
blue. Like,
yeah, it's odd.
Alright.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a great jersey. It's literally just like blue cut into blue.
Yeah,
I
that
would
was a
agree.
valid mid jersey,
not
but
It's-
great. I don't know if it'd be the absolute worst one, but still, not a good jersey. I would
Yeah.
agree. Not a good one. Well, I think that we've covered about half the topics we're going to get into today, so we're going to throw it to commercial right quick, and we'll be right back to cover the last few topics.
WK has been serving Central Missouri for over 100 years, a family atmosphere driven by 4 generations of ownership. Whether you're in the market for a car, truck, or SUV, our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to assist with your next vehicle purchase. Or if your current vehicle needs maintenance, our award-winning service department with master certified technicians will work on any make or model. We want you to join the WK family and see why it's a great day at WK. Visit WKFamily.com or come see us in Sedalia and Booneville.
Heroes Restaurant and Pub is a local legend that has been serving Warrensburg since 1981. Come enjoy one of our award-winning burgers or everybody's favorite, Heroes Onion Rings. Whether it's lunch or a night out with friends, satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering food and refreshing beverages. Check out our daily happy hour and nightly drink specials, and of course, the unknown hero. There is a great experience waiting for you at Heroes Restaurant and Pub, 107 West Pine Street in historic downtown Warrensburg.
The highest recognition for the highest performing student athlete, given to the top female and male student athlete for their impact on and off the playing field, from the top NCAA Division II athletic conference in the country. Follow your favorite teams all year long and tune in this June to see who takes home this prestigious honor. MIAA Ken B. Jones Award, presented by Summit Point Financial Group.
At the University of Central Missouri, we don't stop. We can't slow down because we're too busy making things happen. Accelerate your future with our top-ranked programs. Go beyond the limits because your potential is limitless. Jumpstart your career with personalized support. 95% of UCM undergrads find a job or begin grad school within 6 months of graduation. It's your future. Get in the fast lane because at UCM, red means go. Apply at ucmo.edu. Find undergraduate and graduate programs in Warrensburg, Lee Summit, and online.
Okay, and we are back again. Time to move on to the next topic. First up here, we're going to do players. So we've got best and worst players. Rudy, I think you've got a pretty crazy one for this one, so I'm going to let you go ahead and tell us what your best player is and why.
His name is Muggsy Bogues.
Everybody should know who that is. I hope you guys know who that is.
5'3".
My guy's 5'3".
Played in
guys.
the 80s. Great player.
Dude was nuts.
He was short, which, just feel like pointing that out, not for any reason at all or anything.
One and or 2-time slam dunk contest champion, which
Isn't that crazy?
I did not know that.
Dude was dunking at 5'3".
See, that just adds on to the reasons why this guy is awesome.
Dude was jamming it at 5'3".
He wasn't letting these giants just walk all over him. He was walking all over the giants. He was climbing up them. And
what's who was the really tall player back then that he played all the time? He's like who was like 7 foot.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I know he's like one of the most famous. He's slipping my
not
mind
sure,
right now.
but he would do
It doesn't
something
matter.
cool like that.
There's I've seen clips of them playing against each other where he's tiny and the other guy's like 7 foot, and it's hilarious watching him steal the ball from him. And,
looks like a kid against his
dad.
Yeah,
and on the
crossing of his dad.
Exactly.
See, it's awesome.
And what's crazy is that it makes it even more impressive that A, he was able to make it to the league, B, he can dunk at 5'3", and C, just how he could even compete in general.
Dunking at 5'3" is the wildest thing ever.
You're
Who does
insanely athletic. If
outside
you're
of this,
at 5'3".
you guys
you're
might
an
have
alien.
to go watch some, but there are some pretty insane. There was one video that I saw of him dunking over a guy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. At 5'3" is nuts. But dude spent all his talent points on basketball. Didn't take any of the height, but that's okay. It worked, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about that. But
anyway, let's go on. I'll go ahead. I think this is going to be really controversial for a lot of you. I'd say to me, this is just because I've followed him since OKC. My best is Kevin Durant. Dude's a goat. Slim Reaper. He's almost 7 foot tall.
Rudy, you sound like you got something
Shoots
to
the
say.
three.
You wanna...
He can dribble. Bro's crazy.
Hey, he's
I get
good.
it. Listen. The whole trade to Golden State, I understand. I get where you're coming from. I get it. Snake, call him whatever you want, but dude's insane. Okay.
there you go.
Guard
I
him.
didn't have to say it. You said
Guard
it.
him.
Snake.
I get it.
Snake.
I get it.
Snake
I hear
plus terrible shoes. I hate
Okay.
his shoes.
Yeah, some of them are.
Oh
pretty
my
bad.
God!
You're gonna be a
why are they a
decent-
thing? They're so bad to me.
Some of them are pretty rough. I'll give
If
you
you're
that.
gonna be a player at the caliber of Kevin, you gotta at least have a decent
some nice
shoe.
shoes.
Seriously.
Like
I feel you.
we
never had a
we
pair of
don't we
KDs,
don't talk
so-
about him. He's a snitch. Why would you say he's your best?
all right.
You're a
Hey,
snitch.
listen,
You're
not,
a snitch.
He didn't snitch. He just switched teams. He just wanted to win a ring. That's it.
he
That's
wanted to
it.
win a
Dude
ring
needed
and
a
end
ring.
up winning 3.
Dude went crazy. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Okay. So that's my best. Dawson, what's your best?
I had this might be controversial as well. I had Steph Curry as my best player.
I don't think that's too controversial. I think
controversial.
everybody likes Steph. Steph's killer.
He's great.
Everybody like you said,
He's a good
fan favorite, good dude in general. I think if I'm not mistaken, the all-time NBA leading 3-point shooter.
I think so. I mean, he should be.
I want to be
Which,
surprised.
just his. When I was younger, like growing up playing basketball too, I followed like the pregame routine and everything.
Oh yeah. His
Grew up
pregame's
watching
nuts.
the pregame routine.
Yeah.
Followed that. I
don't think there's much to argue on this one. Steph's a goat.
He's
Okay,
so
Steph's a goat. One of the
iconic
goats.
for our generation.
good.
Like you will see kids now are shooting like crazy threes every game. Like their main inspiration is Steph Curry, and all they want to do are
I made
just
one.
shoot
I'm
the
gonna back
threes.
up 5 feet. Curry.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It really went from in the last 10 years. It went from Kobe when you're shooting the paper, like paper in a trash can. Now people say Curry. You know what I mean? Like that's just. I mean, Curry.
It's
Curry's
crazy.
That good,
He has inspired like so many kids, and so he's just made like all these kids so goated at basketball.
Not to put anything on not to like I said, not to like kind of put down on Kevin Durant's shoe game, but Curry's shoe game's a little better.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's a
I don't
little
know about
better.
Under Armour, but that's okay.
I don't know
It's okay.
how much you would consider it to be, but
I don't know.
yeah,
I kind of
They're
disagree. I think they're kind of trash. Anyways, on to
Yeah, let's run through the worst quick.
let's get to our worst.
Let me go first. I'm going to say Dylan Brooks. The reason I chose Dylan Brooks, this dude talks the most trash, thinks he's the best player in the league. This is kind of like why I chose OBJ in the football episode.
Yeah.
Thinks he's a lot better than he is, talks a lot of trash, is not that good at offense, plays a little defense. That's about it. I just think he thinks
good
he's
little
better than he is, so-
personality. Not
Yeah,
even like
I don't know. I just think that he's kind of annoying.
you
Not a
and
fan.
I actually shared the same player for a little while, and then
Then
I
you switched it?
I found a different one.
I got you.
yeah.
I got you.
What's
So then
yours?
what's yours? Yeah.
I had Jarvarius Crittenton.
Who is that? Who is that?
crazy
yeah,
name.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, next. No, I'm just
He
kidding.
apparently is now, or as of he recently he's a recent felon, which is one of the reasons why.
Well, that's a good reason.
2015, he was in the league around 2015. Was always known for bringing a firearm into the locker room, which is strictly prohibited when you're and then not to mention was serving 23 years and plus a
Can't argue.
17
Yeah,
of
can't argue with
Can't
that.
argue with that. You got it.
involuntary manslaughter.
You got
So,
it. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had him as
Rudy.
my best. But
Rudy, Rudy, run this one.
I had Michael Jordan as the worst. He is a ploy by the government. He was planted in the NBA to sell the shoes and make people think they're taller to put short people in the hole.
Rudy's
They want
coming
short
out with
people
conspiracies.
to not prosper, even though we are, or not we. I'm not. Yo, never mind. Let's move on
52,
to
actually.
the best trash talk.
Come on, Rudy.
Which I had Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. So you and Dawson both have Larry Bird for your best
Ooh, you
trash
had Larry
talker.
Bird
How
too?
about-
I did
How about you
too.
guys tell us why? Everybody knows Larry Bird, but tell us why.
There are literally documentaries about his
How good
trash
his trash
talking.
talk. Yeah.
Just his trash talking.
That
And they're
sounds
awesome.
sick.
He just
Is it
can
like old
yap
white
to
guy
any player.
yapping?
Yep, it's
Yeah,
like
not
dad.
even-
it's
not
like
even cussing,
dad
it's like
roast, and you
dad
can't
roast.
really
Yeah.
do anything
You're like,
about
ooh,
it. Like,
It would be and two, part of my reasoning why was the fact that this man would go into the NBA 3-point contest guaranteeing that he would win
And then would or would
and then end up winning and then in game tell the defender what he was gonna do
And then
before
do
he
it
did
on
it.
that's
hard.
I'm
so
sitting here like
cool.
that's
That's
so
yeah,
cool.
that's awesome. What's yours, Ben?
So me, I went Kobe
Valid,
Bryant.
so valid.
Reason why is because dude did not care about anybody else's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's things like where he's talking about talking to even his teammates. He'll talk trash on his teammates in practice just to get them mad so that they try harder. Like dude
Yeah.
was just
He was a-
Did you
he's
see
a
that
scary
Did you
person.
see that one clip
is.
of USA playing Spain where he ran through the guy?
Oh yeah, and they played on the same team before.
Yeah,
It was
they
who
played
was
on-
that? Marc Gasol. I think it was Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
because they played on a different team.
He
and
said,
literally
"I'm running
plowed him."
through his
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
said,
It's exactly.
Holy.
Yeah, dude. Because the thing, Mamba mentality. Kobe was just built
Yep.
different. Whatever it takes to get in the other guy's head, whatever it takes to win, that's what Kobe's willing to do. So that was my pick.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So that's my best for worst.
I think we
chose-
just go quick round with
Let's
these.
run this quick.
With these.
Let's
with
see.
these words.
So
all right?
worst, I went Nikola Jokic just because dude doesn't even have to talk smack. Dude doesn't even know that it's the NBA season and still has the best stats. Like that's
NBA
him.
Finals
He's just crazy.
MVP.
He doesn't even
Ugh.
talk trash. He's just like, yeah, I just can't believe that the season is going on longer. Like this sucks. He's like, I want to be home with my horses.
And in practice, this past couple weeks, he's been literally just scouting horses the whole time
No, yeah,
and not
he don't
paying
care.
any
And he's
attention.
just
What's
the
your
best.
worst one?
I put Draymond Green.
Why?
Fair enough.
One of the reasons why was the 163 technical fouls, 19 flagrant fouls, 17 ejections.
All right,
and
so he has
enough.
no reason to trash talk, all right?
Oh, and
that's crazy. My worst was Ja Morant.
We all know
Because
why.
he'll just flash a gun on Instagram Live and threaten to kill you if he
Fair
has
enough.
a problem
That's
with you.
bad
That's not
trash
trash
talk.
talk.
That's not trash talk.
That's
That's just
violence.
yeah.
All right. Anyways, that is the First and Worst episode 3, NBA edition. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the 4th episode.